Next, I found this one interesting. Shout out to JB Fargo. I was watching this video and I found this interesting. Black Max recently said that there are that the I guess the top echelon, like his main circle of streamers, don't collab anymore. He was saying that they don't collab anymore. They're not together and unifying as a team. And I wonder where this came from. I wonder where his overall mindset came from. But this was interesting because again, a lot of these dudes who at the time, like Fireboy Max, has definitely been like he's been cooking a lot more lately. He's been collabing with pretty much every rapper that you can think of, coming out with his own music. But he's been more of a curator, I would say, in the last like year or so. And then he's been doing like your dating stuff too. So like Blackboy Max has definitely been cooking up a lot. But him and his other, upper echelon of streamers, yeah, like they weren't really so far back in the day, but I would say a year or two ago, yeah, they were doing a lot more collabs with like him and his inner circle of streamer friends. But now he's all of a sudden saying that they're not doing it anymore. I'm like, y'all know y'all are doing like so many different things, right? Like your production quality is high, the things that you have interest in are high. Playboy Max, you for example, have just been collabing with everybody. So how do you even find time to get in a call or do something with Silky or do something with Rage or do something with Kai or do something with Aiden? Like y'all are all doing your own thing and you all aren't sitting at a computer desk anymore and just streaming. Like you all are doing IRL stuff. You all are doing so many other things. So how do you even have time to collab with the people who you once used to collab with? I don't understand. But we're gonna watch the video and then I want to quickly discuss, some of the things that he spoke about here.
2 days ago, Blackboy Max made a statement about the current streaming space that is 100% true, but people are giving him flack for it. And it's the fact that the streaming game is not as unified as it once was.
One thing I would say about streaming is way less like unified, bro. That's the worst part about it. This shit not together. Niggas just be doing their own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't feel together. I remember in 2021, niggas would all be live, might all be in the Discord calls and lit shit. I remember it was Kai, Bruce, Rage, Silky, and Rat in a Discord call. Like, shit like that don't happen. Niggas be all doing their own shit or niggas beefing or niggas got problems with each other. Niggas definitely do less shit together now because this shit way more competitive, but that was bound to happen.
Max.
So we're just gonna go off that statement there. So Blackboy Max, like you're a part of that, right? Like you're not a little streamer anymore. He was saying in 2021, that was 4 years ago. 2021 was 4 years ago. You all were in much different spaces back then. Like you all collab with each other so much that you all intertwined your fan bases. And this is how you get to the point where you are now. You were doing much different things. You were doing different types of content. Yeah, so you were collabing with each other more, going into Discord calls and just shooting the shit. But you all don't have time for that anymore because you all, including you, Blackboy Max, are doing much different things. So no, there aren't going to be as many streams with Kai and Aiden and Rage and Silky and Annoying and Speed anymore. Like every now and then y'all will collab, but Speed, for example, is doing a tour across America. So does he have time to send a Discord call? No. Kai does a subathon. Like Kai just be doing whatever. He doing wrestling. He's going to BET Awards. Like he doing so much stuff. So does he have time to send the Discord call and do a collab? No. Like it's just like that anymore. You're sitting there doing collabs and making music with every rapper under the sun. Do you have time to go on a Discord call with Rage and your other former FaZe Clan buddies? No. So what is he talking about here? I don't get, like, it sounds like honestly he's lonely. It sounds like he's lonely. And I don't know. I don't know if he talks to any of these guys on the regular, if he wishes it could be like back in the day. Maybe he's having nostalgia or something. But that's what it sounds like to me. It just sounds like he's lonely. He just wants that old thing back. But honestly, you all are just in much different spaces. You all grow up. You all start doing different content. You all go your separate ways. That doesn't mean that you all are not cool with each other anymore with some of y'all, because some of y'all did break up, and he mentioned Bruce, and you know how Bruce began. Bruce then pretty much alienated himself from everybody who he used to do collab with, mainly Kai and Rage. So he a different story, but everybody else, like, y'all may talk every now and then, but like y'all just don't have time to go into Discord call and just shoot the shit for hours anymore. That's just not what y'all do.
is not wrong. I wanted to talk about this because this is an interesting thing that I've noticed for quite some time. The streaming space is probably the most competitive that it's ever been, and you can thank creators like Kai Cenat, IShowSpeed, Aiden Ross, and Plagueboy Max himself for that. The streams are among the highest in production and quality compared to many others, so audiences are continuing to expect that same level of entertainment, to the point where normal streams are relegated to being called quote-unquote desktop streams, when those same streams could very well be forms of good entertainment in itself.
Which that is just crazy. I don't. How do you call a regular stream like at your desk a desktop stream? So suddenly I'm doing the desktop stream, even though I'm reacting. I'm doing the desktop stream, so I'm not even entertaining because I don't do IRL. That's wild. I don't know. Like, man, we have just totally switched up what it means to stream nowadays. Apparently, we have totally switched up what it means to stream.
Crazy how Soluminati was just speaking on how streaming has changed so much to where even the little niggas are trying to compete like they're big dogs. But Yarage will respond to this clip asking Max if he's a part of the problem why streaming is super competitive now and less about unity.
Consider PBM a top 5 English streamer on planet Earth. And if that's the case, I just asked you a question, Maxwell Dent. You know you're my boy. Do you think you're part of the problem? Just a question. I'm not saying you are. I'm asking you. Like, ask yourself, are you part of the problem? Because we know your dreams. You want to be the #1 streamer. You want to do all that. Does that competitive get in the way? Thinking that every stream, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think you're part of the problem? I just want to know what your thoughts are on that. You want that? Nigga, I'm asking you the question. This is some shit I asked him in real life. And he would answer truthfully because Max is pretty honest. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree here. Like I said, I think he's the part of the problem too. Like, and if he's trying to be competitive, I don't necessarily think it's. I mean, I think a small aspect may be competitiveness. Who knows what people like Plagueboy Max are thinking? Like, is he trying to directly compete with Kai and Aiden? And I don't know if he's trying to directly compete with them and be #1. I don't know if that's his overall goal. But at the end of the day, you're up there. You're in the top echelon of streamers. So yeah, at some point there probably is a competitive edge. But again, you're a part of the problem. If you want to compete with somebody who's at the top, where you feel is at the top or near you, and you want to stay in your position or get higher in your position, then yeah, you're automatically going to want to compete. You're not going to want to collab with them or be in a Discord call, whatever you consider as united, being united anymore. So I don't know, but he's a part of the problem.
Bye. So with the knowing that you want to be the #1 streamer and knowing certain streams have to be a certain way, you got to be averaging a certain amount, and each stream got to kind of be a banger in your head or memorable. Do you feel like that gets in the way of the old classic form of streaming that you feel like you miss? Do you think you're part of the equation?
That's a really good question, and based on Max being a really competitive person, I believe he and many others are a part of the quote-unquote problem per se when it comes to streaming as to why it's not what it used to be.
But is it a problem though? That's my thing. Is it a problem? I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, we're in a different state of what people consider a good stream or an entertaining stream. But I don't necessarily think it's a problem because there are the streamers at the top who don't do quote unquote normal streams or desktop streams, whatever you want to call it. I don't think that's a problem. I just think that people are going to do whatever works for them unless you're a follower, because as Soluminati, I could say the name, as Illuminati was saying in his video, which I watched that one too, he was saying that like the people at the bottom are all trying to replicate what they see at the top. And this has been the thing as old as time. Even back then when IRL really wasn't a thing, you had people playing the game just because they saw the top streamer play the game. And that still happens too. People don't want to play whatever they want to play. They want to play whatever they feel the majority of people, the most people, the max people are going to watch. They don't necessarily play whatever the hell they want to play. This has been going on for a long time. And this is what I've constantly not done. I play whatever the hell I want. Y'all come to hear me rant or cook, not rant, because apparently I talk too much. But y'all come here for the real, and then we play games, and we have some fun with that. But mainly just like for the commentary, the vibes. Y'all know who I am, so I don't really care about trying to chase the meta. Like I don't have an interest to do IRL. I think IRL will be cool, but that it would have to be with my boys. Like it will be IRL if we're still going out to events like PAX and E3. Like we would have done IRL there. I remember I did IRL at PAX West that one time I went on my phone in and we did that. We were in the media room, but I didn't go any further from that. But like that would be the stuff that I would do IRL if we were actually like going out as a group, as a collective, and like we used to and doing that stuff, which I kind of, I kind of still want to do that. But again, we're in different spaces and it's just difficult to go back out to these events and stuff. So that's why I would do IRL. But overall, my life is hella boring. I ain't doing IRL stuff. If we see me in my house, you're gonna be seeing me in my house cleaning and folding clothes and stuff. That's boring as shit. You ain't gonna be saying that stuff. You say you got a bone to pick with me. What I do? What I do, Woo. So anyways, so yeah, I don't think that we're cooked as streamers. I just think that we're still just chasing the trends as smaller streamers are trying to emulate the bigger streamers, and all the bigger streamers are doing is IRL, so therefore they're doing IRL too. And now quote unquote desktop streams or regular streams are now seen as boring now because apparently you can't be entertaining doing a desktop stream. I don't know.
2021, you had streamers collabing left and right, building genuine connections and creating memorable moments for the hell of it. Now we're left with forced content and less genuine vibes. Enough
Man,
rambling
well,
like
sorry,
a
bro.
social.
I'm sorry.
Let's get into this call Max had with Your Rage and Silky. So following Your Rage's comments, Max responds saying that Your Rage is a part of the problem as well, based on the things that he said about him.
I don't know if y'all remember this. This is back in Phasmas. We was all chilling. It was all the bros. We was all in the basement and you was just talking about some shit like what did you say? You said some shit like, damn Max, I thought you was finna be the one. You fell off. Nigga, you talking like a viewer, like a chat. Like, you feel me? Facts. Rage is my boy, but since he's saying this on stream, I'ma just also say it on stream. This is my brother. Like, I fuck with Rage. But like, it's facts though. So just like you saying that, yeah, we all part of the problem. We all competitive. It's cool though. I think competition is good for this shit, but I'm just saying we should all be unified as streamers. Niggas could be able to hop on Discord. Niggas can do shit together. Now it's like sections and factions. Niggas gonna be mad at me speaking facts, but it's true, bro. Imagine, yo, bro, you on stream to all your viewers, niggas just farming saying you fell off. You would feel a type of way. And I told you about this. So just like you saying that, I think you're a part of the problem too. I think we all are.
I don't know.
I don't know why he started like deflecting. He sort of deflected and projected pretty much. Like, I don't get it. I don't necessarily agree with that when he's like calling out Rage. I don't think that Rage is necessarily, again, a part of the problem, but that gives further context that I do further agree that I think Max just simply wants his boys to get in Discord calls and just shoot the shit for old time's sake. He misses the nostalgia. He misses the nostalgia. He wants the old thing back. And unfortunately, like I said before, you all are in much different spaces that's just not going to happen anymore. You all are growing up. You all are getting hella freaking money, bro. You all are doing much different things. Rage is he been having his health issues, so he been going through it, broke his leg, freaking almost went blind in one eye. Like, he been going through it health wise, but he been getting like recruited by Marvel Rivals, like he been heavy into that, so he been doing like early access, getting stuff on that. Like, people are getting money now, bro. Y'all are all getting money in y'all group. So with that being said, you all are booked and busy, bro. You all can't send in the Discord call anymore like that, like y'all used to. It's much different than it was in 2021. But if you truly want that, Max, how about you call your boys up, tell them to all get in the Discord call, or tell y'all all to meet up in IRL so that you can be with your boys again. I mean, I would think it would be more simple because all y'all got money. Y'all could just go, or just get in the Discord call, find out when all of y'all have time, get on each other's calendar or something, and make it happen. I don't see what the big deal is. But like I said, just as far as what y'all have going on the day-to-day, y'all got a lot going on. Y'all got sponsorships. Y'all got people y'all got to answer to. Y'all got your own things going on. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why he was harping on this so much. Yeah, like, y'all part of the problem too. Like, he just sound like he bitter at everybody else because they, for some reason, don't have time for him. But have you asked them? That's like my thing. Have you asked them to hop in the call with you? Have you asked him to meet up at like your house or something, or some remote location and do some content together? It sounds like you haven't. It sounds like you're just like letting your thoughts flow out on stream, and now we just caught Rage's attention, and now this has turned into a thing. That's what it sounds like. So I don't know, but that's just my like theory on what Max was trying to get out. He just misses his boys. You know, he just misses his boys, bro.
If your Rage is as competitive as Max when it comes to streaming, but I don't think anyone who's doing this is not trying to make waves at all. In the call, your Rage says that Max should have worded things better, as it came across like he was shifting blame, which Max agreed with.
I'm mad at you for being competitive though. Like, we know you're competitive. Nobody's been mad at you for that. It's just like, in saying that clip, it would have sounded better than I feel like you're like, yo, me and other streamers, we hella competitive. We gotta chill on certain aspects so we can come back to do shit as like a unity type shit. And the clip, it sounded like you were like blaming niggas when you are one of the niggas, respectfully. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, yeah, Rage, I get what you're saying. So I understand that. I understand that. I could admit and say what you're saying. I could have worded that better. I get what you're saying.
Like I said, people in the comments on Twitter looked at this like a right message, wrong messenger situation, given the fact that Max left FaZe fairly recently, so he should be.
Which I didn't even know. Like I said, I don't be keeping up with him that much, but I mean, that makes sense because he is way bigger than what he was when he first joined FaZe. So it kind of makes sense for him to just, you know, dip out and do his own thing. But yeah, I didn't know the like officially left.
The last person speaking on Unity. Silky shared this same sentiment, saying that Max can't speak on Unity if he's a part of the problem as well.
You talk about something. Oh, streaming not united no more. Nigga, you right message, wrong messenger, nigga.
All right, why is it the
What is
wrong
he talking
messenger?
Yeah, Silky is funny, bro. Said right message, wrong messenger, nigga.
Why is it the wrong messenger? Why is it the wrong messenger?
What do you mean?
And then
Yo,
Ray's
Ray,
like,
why
like I
is it-
told you.
Why is it the wrong messenger? No, Silky, why is it the wrong messenger?
It's not like you.
Because I left FaZe. Why is it the wrong messenger? Why is it the wrong messenger?
Bro, what do you mean? Why is it the wrong messenger, bro? You can't say shit like that.
Why is it the wrong messenger? I'm asking you.
Because you have the same competitive aspect of a nigga that you're talking about, bro.
Yes,
What do you
and,
talk about?
and Silky, you know me extremely well. Have I ever let me be competitive with anybody make me not like them?
Not about. But we're not talking about. You said in the clip, it wasn't like not liking. It's like you said stop doing content with niggas.
Yes.
You say you didn't.
Who would I have not? Who would I not do content with? What's
Nigga, let's talk about it. What the fuck?
Okay, so look, I don't do content with Bruce. I didn't do content with Bruce because
Yo, Ray,
if a nigga at a certain
We
point,
bringing up Bruce though. That's
this is what he
nigga-
said. So let's talk about it.
Nigga, no, but he's saying, give an example. That's a manipulation tactic. So if we
No,
I'm
no.
gonna take it there, nigga.
So Silky, why did I not do
boy.
content with Bruce?
You said what?
Why did I not do content with Bruce? Because we competing.
You want me-
No,
you want me to
we
say-
didn't
you
do
want me to say? You want me to say?
we didn't do content. I didn't do content with Bruce because he was continuously disrespecting me. So why would I do content with the nigga? That makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. That's why I didn't do content with that nigga.
Nigga,
Not because of competition.
Wait, hold on. He disrespected you in a sense of saying, yo, this nigga's copying my swag, this, out of that. It could have been a simple conversation of, yo, niggas not buying your
Nah,
swag.
Well, if you nigga, first of all,
A nigga not doing content with a nigga because he personally has something against. That's not the same.
it's not the same. So you're chatting. What are you talking about?
Rage.
So I wasn't even thinking about the Bruce thing. I wasn't even thinking
They getting into some other stuff, but it's kind of they kind of getting away from the point.
about Bruce.
Oh, Rage, hold on. Rage, you gotta understand, bro. I'm saying it in a sense of this nigga, right? It could have been easily like situated, like, cause a nigga, you know how this nigga was, like, this nigga was schizo. The nigga will feel away, and a nigga actually have to talk to him, be like, yo, bro, nobody saw your swag. This nigga would've got on the call and been competitive, cool, like.
Honestly, I think anyone in a position as one of the top streamers can speak on the state of the streaming landscape. And sadly, those good old days are not coming back. I can also see where the people in the comment section of communities and stuff are coming from, saying that this is very ironic coming from Max. I just think the timing of everything was bad. Like, it's getting bad to the point where people are saying Max barely talks to people in FaZe anymore. Like, how would you know that? Like, genuinely, like, and this is no troll, like, y'all niggas need to really touch grass or something. Like, these screens, bro, they got y'all brain fried. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man.
I mean, but how do you blame? I wouldn't blame like his fans for thinking that. If you're not actually doing content with them, then why would you be upset at someone saying, "Hey, Max, you're not talking to the Fade guys anymore. You're not doing content with them," and then you come out with this comment saying, "Hey, y'all aren't unified anymore." I mean, what else is somebody supposed to think? And again, that goes back to my original question. Max, did you ask anybody to hop in the Discord call with you for old time's sake? Did you ask anybody to meet up and do some content together? If the answer is no, then you have nothing to be upset about other than yourself because you didn't even initiate the question. And if the answer was yes, and people like Rage and Silky and Kai said no, F you, or said no, I have other things to do, then I can kind of understand why you might feel some type of way. Because then at that point, you'll be like, oh man, they too busy for me. Like they not my boys no more. They don't care about me. I understand that stuff happens, but I go back to the original thing that I said before. This ain't 2021, Max. This is not 2021. So therefore, y'all have way more stuff to do. Y'all making so much money. Y'all have so many things going on. Y'all are booked and busy maybe every day. Like I said, I don't know what y'all schedule looks like, but it seems like y'all are at a point where y'all just do not have time to hop in a Discord call or do content with your boys anymore. But you have to find time. If these are truly your boys, you got to find time. You know, if these are your friends, you got to find time. Okay? It sounds like Max just misses his guys. You know, it sounds like Max just misses his guys. That walk through the stream over thinking you collapsed with that. That's funny. That's funny. So that's my overall opinion. I just think that Max just needs to, if he hasn't already, just reach out to your guys and come up with the day, set a time that y'all can talk to each other. And that's that. Hop in a Discord call and have a good old regular stream that y'all had in 2021, or just meet up with each other. Like do either or, bro. Y'all have, I believe that y'all have the bandwidth. Y'all certainly have the money to do it if y'all can meet up in real life. But I mean, if there's one day that y'all can take that y'all aren't doing y'all regularly scheduled streams, make it a thing. Just like Kai, Rage, and Bruce did. They made flyers and stuff and said, hey, we're having guys night. Like that's what they did. Just do that. I don't feel like it's that difficult, bro. But like I said, if you reached out and your boys are flaking on you, then that's on them. Maybe they not your real friends, but my friends will make time for me. I'll make time for them. Okay. I can be the busiest person in the world with my family, but I'll make time. That's one thing about me. I will make time. So yeah, that's life, man. Like I said, y'all getting older, bro. Y'all about to get out the YN status. Y'all not about to be YNs no more, bro. like like y'all gotta get out that YN stuff, bro. Like we were all YNs at one point. We ain't no more. We ain't no more, bro. When I first started GI and we were going to E3 and stuff, I ain't had no kids. I had not one kid. I ain't even have a girl. I just got a girl like during that whole process, bro. And then that stuff started to change. We moved in together. Dynamics changed. I moved out of my homie's crib, my day zeros. I moved in with my girl. Then we got married. Then we had a kid. Then we moved again. Then we had another kid. Boom, boom, boom. Like we got a house. We got another house. Like, bro, stuff changes. Siggy went to Vegas and popped out 2 kids. It's got 3 kids. Like, bro, we like TBA's got a girl. Like, bro, stuff changes, man. Stuff changes. We all get older, bro. We all are getting older. So yeah, I can't be on the game all night with the boys. That's why we're doing a lot of single player stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, we still try to find time to game together. And you know, the one thing I do, like I said it before, I do wish that we can get back to is at least going to like one event a year or like doing like a GI trip or something. I think that'll be fun, but we just gotta coordinate it. Like I ain't got the money for it, you know. We gotta really, really coordinate it. That's the one thing that I do want to do with my boys. Or somebody gotta get married. It can't just be me. Somebody gotta get married and we gotta meet up and stuff. Like don't let me be the one that like has a 10-year wedding anniversary to get people together. It's probably gonna be me, but I'm hoping for somebody else to GI. I need somebody else to get married, bro, so we can meet up again. But you know, that'll give us a reason. I'm gonna find time. You know, I'm gonna find time, but we got to do it, bro. He said, "Who next?" I don't know, man. I don't know. We think it's TBH, but I ain't gonna say that though. I ain't gonna say that though. we think it's TBH, but I ain't gonna say that. But ain't nobody else got them a little boo thing, man. Nobody else got them a little boo thing. So, you know, he's supposed to be Ace, but I don't know. Ace ended up popping out more kids instead of giving us the wedding that we could all head to. It was supposed to be Ace. But that man just got married real quick. That man ran to the courthouse and then he was like, "Oh, we gonna do a reception." And it ain't never happened. Like, man, y'all still mad at Ace for that. No, they're Robbie. I'm mad at Ace for that. We supposed to meet up. So we gonna see. We gonna see who the next person is GI. But like I said, don't let it be me and my wife having a 10-year to get everybody back together. So that's that. That's my rant. But yeah, Max, talk to your friend, bro. That's all I'm saying. Talk to your friend.